There are three fundamentals of golf. They are impact, speed, and control. And in this video, we're going to be talking all about speed, specifically how you as an individual are gripping that golf club and if it's geared towards creating the speed to play at the level in which you desire. If you feel like you're lacking some, stay tuned. This video is really going to help. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Kerrod here at Joondalup Resort. Before we get stuck in, as always, please go down below, click subscribe, click that little bell if you haven't already, just so you get notified of all the great content coming your way in the year ahead. Alrighty, so today's video, all about creating speed and once again, how we grip the golf club to encourage that. In its most simplistic fashion, there's two main types of golfers and how they grip the golf club. They are the player who grips the golf club too much in the palm of the hand. So as you can see, up through the palm of the hand, and those who grip it in the fingers of the hand. And what we want in golf to create as much speed as we potentially can is to grip it more towards the fingers. The reason being is gripping in the fingers allows some mobility in the wrists, and it's going to allow some whip of that club head through the golf ball. The reason that doesn't occur when we grip it in the palm of the golf club, so for example, you can see that's kind of running up the lifeline of my hand, a couple of reasons. Well, it changes the orientation of your grip, generally making it in too much of a weak position. So for the right-hander, where the left hand is faced too much towards the target and the thumb's pointing too much down towards the center of the shaft. And then also with the right hand, when we grip it too much in the palm, it tends to have conflicting hand styles. So you can see my right hand is way underneath. So therefore, I'm going to be trying to manipulate this golf club all throughout the swing. When you're making more inefficient moves like that, you need as many compensations, and therefore you're going to lose speed as a result. So learning how to grip the golf club in the fingers is paramount in getting you a little bit more speed if that's something that you're looking for. Okay, so let's talk about exactly where we need to hold the golf club in the hands. Now, in this video, we're not really talking directly based around curvature. This is really just to create more speed. So if I stand face onto the camera here, what we're looking for, if I get my left hand for the right hander and I place it underneath the golf club with a straight club face, so straight up and down here, I'm looking to get that golf club running from the base of my pinky through the first knuckle of my index finger. Then I lightly close my fingers on and then wrap my hand on top. Now when I do this, you will know that you've done it effectively if I can take every finger off besides my index, and you can see it securely held underneath the pad or the heel pad of that left hand. I put that hand back on and that feels very secure for me. Now if you are someone who has gripped it in the palm too much, so for example, if I run through that little process, I hold the golf club out so it's straight, I'm gripping it too much in the palm and then I grip it, you can see all of a sudden the orientation of that hand is quite different. The golf club to me feels quite heavy, and if I was to explore that little drill that I just showed you, take every finger off except the index, well, you can see the club's simply going to slide out. So therefore, I know that that grip with that left hand for me, that is too weak. Now, the issue with having a palmy grip, just as I described before, would be that I am unable to create sufficient hinge of the wrists. So one of the key angles that we're looking for in the downswing with the professional would be that by this stage of the swing, when the lead arm is parallel, you can see this club shaft, well, it's not going to be quite 90 degrees, it's going to be a little bit more acute in this position. Now, if I'm gripping the golf club too much in the palm, you can see how that angle becomes more obtuse, and then by the time I get to the golf ball, generally the club face is open and I'm going to start scooping. So we definitely don't want to do that. So left hand little grip routine, down in the fingers from the base of the pinky through the first knuckle of the index, wrap the hand on top, let all the fingers go except that index finger, and you can see it's supported by the weight of the club. Now my backhand, so my right hand for the right hander, also important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in the exact same orientation from the base of the pinky through the knuckle of the index. Now when I do this, you can actually see that it's so deep in the fingers that for those of you who have been gripping it in the palm, well, this is going to feel like you're probably not holding the golf club correctly. But the way you need to think about golf is it's more so allowing our fingers to be able to hold the golf club. So therefore we're able to control this club without gripping it too tightly. When we grip it in the palm, we get too tense through the arms and the shoulders. And all of a sudden, when you add tension to something moving, it is simply going to slow down. So we do want to avoid that as much as we can. So going through our little grip routine, base of the pinky, first knuckle of the index, base of the pinky, first knuckle of the index, and I can see that that golf club is sitting securely in my hand. I really like that. Now, some of you are still going to struggle even though you go through that routine. So one of the best little exercises that I can recommend is to grip something skinnier. And the reason that we grip something skinnier is it simply is automatically going to place that grip down in the fingers. So one of the easiest ways to do this is we're actually just going to get the golf club. I'm going to place it right into our belly into this position here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hold the bottom of the shaft. Now when I hold the bottom of the shaft like this, because of the thickness of the grip, it's automatically going to sit nicely in those fingers. It's going to feel very odd if I hold it in the palm, and naturally you're certainly not going to do that. So I'm going to put this in my belly, take my grip. Now from here, here's the kicker. All we're going to do is slide our hands up in that exact same orientation all the way up until we actually find our grip. Now once again, you can see we're in the perfect spot. So this is a great little hack if you're struggling to get that golf club in the fingers that you can utilize. That's going to allow you to get a little bit more of a secure hold and create some more speed. So what I'm going to do just to demonstrate, I'm just going to hit 2 shots. The first one is going to be a palm orientated grip. You're going to see quite a short swing because my wrists aren't capable to hinge when I do this. And then the second is going to be more of a finger orientated grip. So I'm going to try and create the same amount of speed here. So this is all palms. So that was quite an effort. Yeah, it was a secure hit, but definitely didn't go as far as I would like relative to the amount of power that I was trying to produce. So the second one, I'm going to go put it in my fingers. I'm going to do my little drill that I showed you before, slide it down. Well, that feels nice and secure. Let's go ahead, create the same speed. Much better. So that's flowing probably another 30 meters on top of that with what felt like actually less effort. And one of the main reasons being, when the grip's in the fingers, it allows my wrist to hinge correctly. I'm able to create this sort of power angle here, which is going to lead to more compression and speed down at the golf ball. So if you feel like you're lacking speed, you feel like your grip is getting a little bit palmy, certainly try this drill out and I'm sure it will help a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please go down below, click subscribe, click like. But until next time, I'm Kerrod. Thanks for watching.